Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bow City Hangout 1017. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Bow City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I do invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page to join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say hello. In fact, I think that I neglected to put the link on. Let me do that right now. You can watch me do this as you can indulge me real quick. Let me click on invite guest, copy that, and then I'm going to the Facebook page because I forgot to post it. Let me make sure that it's posted. Edit post. Yep, I sure did forget. So I'm going to do that right now. There. It's posted. So now let me get back to the EVMux studio page. Where is it? Oops. Wait a minute. There I am. Okay. There we go. Oh, look who's here. William M. Andrews. Wait, let me post your comment saying, "Good afternoon, Durham from NCCU." And then my favorite saying, "It's a beautiful day in the Bull City." Welcome, William. Very happy to have you here. And like I said, I watched your latest video. Folks, if you want to learn more about Durham, check out William M. Andrews' YouTube channel. So I want to do more tours too. That was a nice tour of the hospital. Was it wait, which one? Was it Duke Regional or wait a minute? Yeah, Duke, not Duke Regional, the big one, the other one. Duke University Medical Center. So anyway, thank you very much, William. Very happy to have you here. And actually, it looks like your name didn't show up well. Let me just check. Why is it white? Let me see if I can fix that. I'm going to change the color to blue. Let me see if that works. Okay. And now I'm going to click on. Okay. Thank you, William. He said Duke University Hospital. It's still not showing up right. That is so weird. I'm going to have to work on that. But thank you so much, William. Like I said, I'm very happy to have you here. So, what I'm going to do now is put on my specs and move my keyboard. And let's take a look at the Word page. That is a government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits, also the city, the county, and state government. They have some really good programs that you can sign up for. You can find places to volunteer at as well. Okay, let's see. Oh, big shout out to Carolyn Wilkins. She was in the audience yesterday, and then we talked on the phone around dinner time yesterday. Carolyn is a childhood friend. Her mom and my mom belong to the same. What do you call those? Do they still have those? They're like social, like women's social groups where they dress up and eat out and go on vacations without their husbands and that sort of social, one of those social type groups. So anyway, so yeah, her mom was actually Miss Wilkins. I think she died very recently. I don't know if she made it to 100 or just short of 100, but yeah, she was a great teacher. And my mom was a teacher too, a great teacher. Okay, let me continue. All righty. Excuse me. Now, I have not mentioned the book harvest in quite a while. Book Harvest is really a cool place where you can take your kids, whatever age. You can choose a free book. They're located at 2501 University Drive. That's right where Highway 15501 starts, right there, right by that mall. So Book Harvest is there at 2501 University. So you can go there 24/7. They have some books set outside where you can choose one, take it home, read it with your children, which is really great. Promote literacy. So they have inclusive books, culturally inclusive. preschool all the way through high school. So no matter how old your child is, you can always get a free book to read. Alrighty. And they also have the Book Harvest Family Space, where Tuesday through Saturday from 9 until 5, you can take your little ones and have fun. You can read and play. They have puppets and a magnet wall so kids can practice spelling out words. That's also very exciting. And they don't charge any admission. So if you're babysitting or you just don't know you have your grandkids all of a sudden, you're like, ooh, what should we do today? Yeah, head over to the Book Harvest Family Space. Again, open Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 5. Oh, and there's some other programs, and you can check it out by going to first durhamskywriter.com and then go to the word page and scroll down to the Book Harvest. Alrighty. Now, the Durham County libraries are all open until 6 today, and then they reopen tomorrow at 9:30. And as you know, Bragtown is not open on the weekend. And the main library is open now on Sundays from 1 until 6, which is awesome. Now, as you already know, Durham Tech, they don't have any classes on Friday in terms of the online classes. I'm saying Durham Tech, but I should say the classes being offered across the state by the various small business centers and community colleges. So usually no classes on uh, on Saturday. I mean on Friday. I got distracted. Here's something I need to point out for tomorrow morning. So the Durham County Department of Public Health, they have the Men's Health Council trying to keep men healthy. Very often men, they pay attention to their kids and their spouses and their other loved ones in terms of keeping them safe and healthy, but they don't look out for their own health a lot of the times. So we're trying to encourage men to think of themselves when it comes to health. So they have the Men on the Move walks, and they're not for men only, but this is a great way for people to get together, walk, stay healthy, talk about health. So they're allowing women and children to come along, and that's a good way to get those men in to because otherwise they might not join the walk. So tomorrow they're going to so this is monthly while the weather's nice. So tomorrow from 9 until 10, they will take a walk at Whippoorwill, love that word, Whippoorwill Park, and that's located at 1632 Rosemont Drive. And that again is going to be tomorrow from 9 until 10. And the weather should be nice and brisk for taking a good morning walk. Okay, I think that's it from this page. Let me just make sure I'm not leaving anything out that's really timely. Okay, let me check Durham Tech real quick. Real quick, let me check. Oh, wait a minute. You know about Keep Durham Beautiful. This month is the Durham Big Sweep, where volunteers get together and help tidy up the place by picking up litter from local parks and neighborhoods, stream beds, streets, etc. So Keep Durham Beautiful, they coordinate everything. So let's see what's going on this weekend. So Sunday. Now Saturday is a big day because of homecoming. So I guess there's not for NCCU, North Carolina Central University. So I guess they're concentrating on Sunday. What I will do though is to check the website to see if somebody did add a cleanup session for tomorrow. So I'll check. But for right now, all I can say is I see a couple for Sunday. So on Sunday, Goose Creek and Long Meadow Park cleanup from 10 until noon. So you'll be parking and then meeting at the Long Meadow parking lot at 917 Liberty Street. And so this is a rough park in terms of litter. So wear your work gloves. And I think they're going to probably, I'm sure they will be providing bags, trash bags. And I don't know if they will be having those little pickup sticks, where you can And they have a Dollar Tree. I've seen them for $1.25. So bring your own. They might have some, but definitely bring your own, and maybe put some tape around it and write your name so that it doesn't get mixed up with the ones owned by other people and or Keep Durham Beautiful. So there's a lot of litter at that particular park, which is it's like Liberty Street and North Alston Avenue. So definitely check that one out from 10 until noon. They also want you, so tidying up heavily littered areas in the park and along the creek between Holloway and Liberty Streets. Okay, so they do want you to know that there's uneven terrain and also brush and wooded areas. So definitely wear your work boots if you have some nice work boots, or definitely closed toe by any chance. Even if you're wearing sneakers, just wear something that's substantial and long sleeves, just in case there's poison ivy in the area. We don't want you to get rashes or anything like that. There's going to be another cleanup tomorrow Sunday from 10 until noon. The MLK Parkway cleanup from Cook to Archdale. So they'll be meeting in the public parking lot at the city's Public Works Department at 1100 Martin Luther King Parkway. And you've seen it. You've seen those little. It looks like a little gas station. You see the city of Durham flag is over there. So it's across the street from this, or sort of across the street from where they have the new coffee place and the mall on MLK Parkway, which is not too far. I would say that it's a few blocks west of the Boys and Girls Club, where Kroger used to be. So you know that area. So again, that's going to be so both cleanups are from 10 until noon on Sundays. Details and links are right there on the word page. All righty. And let me see if there's anything else. Let me check legal aid. Let's see. Okay, nothing happening with legal aid. Okay, I'm going to check SCORE real quick. And SCORE is the Service Corps of Retired Executives. Their office is in downtown Durham on Main Street, and they help people who want to start businesses or who are already running businesses. They have classes and everything. So nothing for a bit. So maybe next week. Okay, let's go to the to your health page. And of course, there are some research studies that you might want to learn about and participate in, help local researchers and scientists and universities. So you can check that out. What I'm looking for right now, I'm looking for the blood drives. So you can save lives by donating blood. So today is the 17th. Let's see. There's a blood drive going on right now, just started at Carolina Arbors, 357 Carolina Arbors Drive. They just started and they'll be there until 5 this afternoon. And then tomorrow, the American Red Cross will be at Holy Infant Catholic Church, 5000 South Park Drive, and that will be from 8 until 2 tomorrow. Let's check with the Blood Connection. They do the same thing. So, tomorrow they'll be taking part in the North Carolina Central University's Homecoming Health and Wellness Fair. So that's going to be at 1450 South Alston Avenue from noon until 4. So you can donate blood there. Also, they're going to have another crew at the High Wire Brewing, 800 Taylor Street in Golden Belt from 4:30 until 7:30, and that's tomorrow. Okay, now today is Friday, and that means that HELP is open today. HELP is the Health Equipment Loan Program, where you can donate and borrow items like canes and crutches, items to help you with toileting, showering, dressing aids, get help around the home like ramp, special tables, lap trays, wheelchairs, walkers, both with the wheels and without the wheels, all kinds of great stuff. So when you donate these items, they clean it up, they repair it as necessary, and then they loan them out. to people who need them and can't afford them. And 3 months at a time, which is really great. Now they're open 2 days a week, Tuesdays 10 to 2, and then Fridays 1 until 5. Let me give you the address. 4206 North Roxborough Street. So if you want to give or receive, like I said, they're open 2 days a week. So check them out this afternoon from 1 to 6. All right, let's go to the Senior Scope page and see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue, downtown. So let's see what indeed is happening for the 55 plus set. Now, today's Friday. Let's see what's going on this afternoon. Now, let's see, you got 15 minutes to get there because they'll be showing a movie, a free movie with free popcorn. They have their own theater, so get comfy and watch the movie La Dolce Via. Or is it Via? La Dolce Via. I don't know what it's about, and don't get it confused with La Dolce Vita. That's a different movie. So this one is La Dolce Via. I don't know if it's a play on words or what. Because to tell you the truth, I'm not the best movie goer, so I don't know what either movie is about. But if they're showing it at the Durham Center for Senior Life, it's going to be an entertaining movie. Starting at 12:30, so get there. Free parking. Hop out, run over to the theater, make yourself comfortable, and enjoy the film. Also happening this afternoon bingo at 1 o'clock. Chair flow and flex, which is, oh, no class today. Okay, skip that. Duke Connect Tech, 1:30 until 3, where you can learn how to use your tech. If someone gave you their old iPad or iPhone or Samsung or whatever, you can take it to class and they'll show you how to use it. Now, let me check the special events. Let's see. Oh, this sounds good. Okay, motion crafted care. So that's today from 3 until 4 in the exercise room, where Dr. Obed Mulenda will be leading this exercise rehab and strength training program. You might want to check that out because one thing that happens when you get older, you lose strength, and you need to stay relatively strong in order to lessen the chance of falling, because falling very often for seniors can end their freedom, so to speak. If you break something, that's what very often leads seniors to having to use wheelchairs for the rest of their lives or whatever. Although I did know a lady, she was 100 years old, and she had been using a wheelchair, and she actually got to the point where she didn't need it anymore. She had broken what happens very often, you break your hip, and that's what happened to her. And she worked really, really hard. She did not want to be in that wheelchair, and she was able to get out of that wheelchair at 100 years old. That's a friend of mine back home. His grandmother was able to do that. But still, you want to keep your strength up or redevelop your strength so that you don't have to take these falls and so you can stay on your feet. Another big thing I need to tell you is that I saw a YouTube video. They say very often people in my age group, elders, older folks, whatever, um, very often they fall because they're turning too fast. It's like they're looking at something and then they're turning too fast towards it. And they say take smaller steps, and that'll lessen your chance at falling. If you're an older person like myself, I'll be 70 in December. Okay. Now let me tell you about Monday, even though that's a couple days away. This is happening at 9. So I'm telling you about it now so you don't so you can put it on your calendar and make the call that you need to make today. So, Durham County Veteran Services, that's going to be Monday from 9 until noon. This is where military veterans get to find out if there are any benefits on the table that they ignored, forgot about, or never knew about. So, if you are eligible for benefits, you need to find out so you can use them. You've earned them. So if you're a military veteran, give them a call to the Durham Center for Senior Life, 919-688-8247, extension 103. and then set an appointment between 9 and noon Monday. If you know you're not going to be free Monday and you're not going to be able to do this, they hold these little mini conferences at least from 3 to 4 times a month. So if you miss out on this Monday, that's okay. Just call and make an appointment for the next one, because this don't leave anything on the table. If you've earned it, yeah, you need to get it. All righty, let us head straight on over to the Let's Go calendar of events page. Let's check out what's happening in the Bull City. Scrolling down to 17. Okay. Now, you know it's Third Friday, right? And that means it's Third Friday. That means walking around downtown and enjoying the beautiful art, exhibits, food, music, etc. It's almost like a party. So you from venue to venue. I can't possibly list them all, but I can tell you of a few. So let's see. So Downtown Durham Inc. Look for their purple tent at CCB Plaza, 201 North Corcoran. They can give you like a site map. And that's where you can find out where all of the exhibits are at all the venues, all the galleries, etc. And then the Makers Society, they have the Durham Foodie Fair in Durham Central Park at 501 Foster Street. And that is like a giant food truck rodeo and art and craft gallery and vendor spot. So that's from 5:30 until 9:30. And that's today. And the Museum of Durham History, 500 East Main Street, they're going to have the grand opening of the Made in the Triangle, the story of RTP, and they're going to have live music, catering from full steam at Boxyard RTP. They're going to have guest speakers, Robert D. Tier Jr. He helped establish Research Triangle Park because that was in the planning for at least 20 to 30 years before it actually happened. They're going to have authors Alan and Mac Paul. Their book, which it's not out now, it's coming up, Miracle Road, the story of Research Triangle Park. So they provided a lot of the key research for the exhibit. So check out the exhibit if you want to learn about RTP, Research Triangle Park. I'm curious about it because my cousins, they had a farm out there where IBM is right now, and Research Triangle Park came along and they bought up all the land. And my cousins, they had to move, they had to give up their farm. I do remember visiting it as a little kid, and they had to give up their farm and move to, was it Garner or Graham? I think it was Graham, North Carolina. Yeah. Okay, so check that out. I actually need to go to that. So that's going to start at 6 o'clock this evening. The Durham Arts Council, they have two things going on. Building access. Now, Scopey Mosley, he was on the show yesterday explaining all about that. So building access is an accessible arts gathering to celebrate inclusion in the arts. That will be from 6 until 8. You can meet a local artist, find resources for the arts, and you can network if you're an artist, or if you're a person who just loves the arts, or if you're associated with the arts in terms of being a gallery owner, teacher, or whatever. So the artist showcase will start at 7. It'll be outside, featuring musician Jennifer Latham and David Robinson, comedian Jonah Lewis, and storyteller Kelvin Scopey Mosley, who was on the show yesterday. And then the Durham Arts Council at 120 Morris Street, they're also can have the opening of the Our House exhibit featuring works by Durham Arts Council students and instructors. And that will also be from 6 until 8. And also, you'll be able to meet their new executive director, Katie Wyatt. How about that? The Durham Marriott, they're going to host the Artist Link pop-up exhibit and sale featuring talented visual artists with disabilities. So you can meet the artists, view their paintings or crafts, origami in the lobby from 6 until 8:30, and you can make some purchases like I did. I bought this from one of the artists. And in fact, this is a sticky, what do you call it? The sticky notes, but it's like a little holder. So you open it, and there it is. So I actually interviewed the artist, and I'll be putting that up on in the Durham Skywriter real soon. But yeah, so check that out. That's at the Marriott downtown from 6 until 8:30 tonight. And also, what else is happening? Let's see. The Artisan Market at 305, which is 305 East Chapel Hill Street, um, featuring Kay Faust's hand sewn works, Karen Casey's fused glass, and Catherine DeMarco's collages and cards from 6 until 9. And let's see. Oh, the Marriott. I didn't tell you the address. 201 Foster Street. You can't miss it. Okay. Bull McCabe's, 427 West Main Street. They always have live music on the lawn from 6 until 9. Five Points Gallery, 109 East Chapel Hill Street. All these places are real close together, which is nice. Featuring new works by member artist Jenny Blazing from 6 until 9. Through This Lens, which is the photo gallery, 303 East Chapel Hill Street. They're going to have a grand opening of the Exploring Formalism 20th Century North Carolina photographers, including the works by Joanne Seabird Baker, Elizabeth Matheson, John Menepas, John Rosenthal, and David Simonton. And that will be from 6 until 9. And then Golden Belt Arts, that's not necessarily in walking distance, unless you're fit. 800 Taylor Street. They'll be displaying the latest exhibits by local artists also from 6 until 9. Now, if that's too far for you to walk, that's okay, because the bull ride will be circling around. And that is where the Durham ambassadors take people all around downtown for free. You just hop on. I think it's like a purple vehicle or purple and white. And somebody told me it has horns on the front. So anyway, I can't wait to see that. And I definitely want to hop on it and get a ride. So you just get to ride around downtown. You get to go to Brightleaf Square, Golden Belt. I don't know about the Hayti, because the Hayti participates in Third Friday also. Hayti Heritage Center. We'll see. I have to find out about that. I don't see them listed, and that sounds a little odd for them to go to Golden Belt and not Hayti Heritage Center. I'll check into it. Now, Lojo, Log Off Jam On, that's it. That's at the Boxyard RTP, which is the outdoor venue, 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. So singer and guitarist Stephen Munoz, he will be leading Log Off Jam On, also known as Lojo, from 5:30 until 8:30. This is where you get to join in. If you're a musician, bring your dulcimer or your flute or whatever you play, your djembe, I don't know. Bring your musical instrument and join Stephen Munoz on stage and play some great music. I've seen people bring unusual musical instruments, so it's up to you. And whatever you bring, I'm sure it's going to be really fun and will add to the excitement of the evening. Totally free. You can be an office audience member for free as well. You can participate for free. Just know that you will see people eating delicious food because there's restaurants all around. So bring some money just in case you're tempted by the delicious, um, they have food, beverages, whatever you like. Line Dancing with Jitterbug, that's at the Edison Johnson Recreation Center, 500 West Murray Avenue, from 6 until 7. It's $4, 3 if you're a senior, and you get to learn all the latest line dances. Wheels Durham at 715 North Hoover Road. They're going to host Durham Family Night Skate from 6 until 8:30, where you get to go skating for half price. Admission is $8. Skate rentals are $6, $7 if you want to get those fancy roller blades. Now, if you're a parent, in other words, a non-skater, age 18 plus, you just want to sit and watch the kids, then you pay $4. They have a clear bag policy where they don't want people bringing weird stuff. So read about that by going to durhamskywriter.com and then go to the Let's Go page and look for the Wheels Durham listing under today's date. Tobacco Road tours, they have the Durham Dark and Mysterious Ghost Tour. Might be a little sensitive or a little scary for people who are younger than 8, so they don't want 7-year olds and younger to attend. But you can attend if you're age 8 plus. They meet at Measure the Bull at CCB Plaza around 7:30 ish, and then they walk a mile and a half, and you hear about the intense ghost stories of ghost sightings in downtown Durham. So that should be fun. Tickets are 20, 16 if you're between 8 and 14. Now, tomorrow, the Durham Farmers Market in Durham Central Park will operate from 8 until noon, and that's at 501 Foster Street. The South Durham Farmers Market, same hours, 8 until noon, at Hub RTP, practically next door to Boxyard, at 500 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. At both markets, you can, if you use a Snap EBT, you can swipe your card and double your money. They'll give you all these dollar tokens to cover whatever you're spending. They will give you the same amount in tokens, so you can double your spending. Also, if you use WIC, you can get some tokens too. Let's see. Oh, the Durham Craft Market. They share Durham Central Park with the Durham Farmers Market, and their hours the same, 8 until noon. Park for free by parking in the Measurement Incorporated parking lot just west on Morris Street. And as far as the Hub RTP, I don't think they'll ever run out of parking. There's parking for days over there. All righty, I think that's pretty much it. All right, let me put this down and let us check the weather. All righty. It's not bad. It's 63. It's actually pretty good. It's 63 degrees. It's going up to 68, which is nice, especially considering how much is going on tonight. Let me see how cool it's going to get tonight, though. So the high is going to be 68. It's 63 right now. So when around the time Third Friday starts, it'll be 65. So at 6 o'clock, it'll be 65. And then by 8 o'clock, it'll be 57. So you might want to wear something like this, like a fleece sweater jacket or maybe a light jacket, because I think the coldest it's going to get tonight, well, it's going to get all the way down to 42, but I don't think you're going to be out that late. Yeah, because at midnight, it's going to still be 51. So unless you're out literally all night, you should be okay in a light jacket. Now, tomorrow, oh, this is so much more like it. 77 degrees tomorrow. That is so perfect. Yes. It's going to be sunny both days, today and tomorrow. That is wonderful. Now, Sunday, it'll be 75, which is beautiful, but there's a 55% chance of rain. So, and that's okay. Looking ahead to next week, 70s and upper 60s. I can't complain. And I wonder, when do we turn the clock? Let me see. When do we turn the clock back? Let me see. I hope it's not this weekend because I really hate when that happens. I like to to enjoy as much sunlight as possible. Let's see. So, oh, do we not turn the clocks back this year? Oh, November 2nd. Okay, that's different. Usually it's October, isn't it? But anyway, there you go. So I'll be doing the show. Pretty sure I'll be doing the show live tomorrow. Now on Saturdays, I do Bull City Hangout at 10. And I think I'll be able to do the show live tomorrow. So if you want to come on the show, you're always welcome to. Just uh, go to the Durham Skywriter Facebook page, click on that link. It's a different link every day because the program that I'm using is called EV That's the way it operates. Every time I set up a show, they set up a different link. That's how it works. With EV I am broadcasting not only on YouTube, but also Facebook, Twitch, and LinkedIn, which is pretty wild. And then after the show, I upload it to Blue Sky and X. So hopefully you'll never miss Bull City Hangout whenever you want to watch it. And that is it for today. I hope you have a beautiful day. The weather's going to be pretty much perfect, so there's no excuse for not getting out. So be sure to get out and enjoy yourself. So hopefully I'll see you out and about tonight because I will be at Third Friday downtown. And then tomorrow I'll be at the Wellness Fair at NCCU. And don't forget the No Kings protest. That's going to be tomorrow. And here's what I suggest because I heard that they're going to be targeting they. I'm not going to say who they is because I'm not even sure who they technically is, if you know what I'm saying. But somebody will be targeting some of these No Kings protests. So I'm going to say play it really safe. Um, have, especially if you're with other people, have a meetup point. If you have to run, it happens. I mean, it happens. I don't want anybody to get tear gassed. If something happens, and I'm not trying to scare anyone, it's just that that's the world of protest. If something happens and you have to run, make sure that you and your friends know where you're going to meet up afterwards, just so that everybody can be safe and account for each other. Also, what some people do when they shoot videos and pictures and whatnot, they use their old iPhones or they don't bring their new ones just in case the police try to confiscate them. And read up on the law in terms of whether the police can force you to unlock your phone and show them whatever you were photographing. Read up on that because they're not supposed to be able to do that. Sometimes the law is the law, but sometimes the law is overstepped. And sometimes it's up to you whether you just want to make sure you get home safely and you comply. And it's up to you. But read up on it. And what I should probably do is to I've done articles on the rights of citizens to take pictures, and maybe I need to revisit that in the Skywriter. So just be safe. Be very, very safe. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tonight, hopefully at Third Friday, and then hopefully I'll see you tomorrow sometime. I will be out and about, but also I'll be at NCCU's wellness event. That is it for today. So, ciao for now.